Well, hello, 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 hello. Welcome back, folks. This is Diane's 9 o'clock hour. Tonight, I wanted to bring some things to your attention. Excuse me. And last night, I talked a little bit about Michigan and the dams that are breaking there, or have broken. There was the Sanford Dam and the Endenville Dam. And the Wixon Lake actually flooded. And I'm going to slaughter this name, I hope I don't. It's called the Tittabawassee River, flooded into downtown Midland. The Curry Parkway Bridge is underwater, as are Midland area farmers market and the local parks near there. So the tragedy of these areas in Michigan is just that. It's a tragedy. You know, there are, my understanding is there are over 11,000 people who have been displaced so far. Now that's a lot of people. I mean, that's a small city. So, you know, everybody has choices to make and things that they can do in life. And I'm hoping that somehow the state of Michigan can make things right for these 11,000 or more people so that their lives aren't totally ruined. Although, you know, one never knows. I would hope that Michigan politicians will do something to eradicate some of the problems. Having said that, I'd like to step back a little bit for this weekend and think about some other things. Our dramatic president has taken up action that's very dangerous for all of us. And it's dangerous for him because it's going to make the outcomes worse for the citizens. Destiny is not a matter of chance. It is rather a matter of your choices, and it is not a thing to be waited for. It's a thing to be achieved by your own actions. So, our personal choices is what makes us who we are. And because of our having responsibilities during our lifetime, the development of your own integrity, so to speak, is really important, but the validity of that integrity depends on your ability to respond as an authentic person. And when you're authentic, you can dramatically empower yourself or create havoc in your life and in other people's lives. Your happiness is usually up to your actions and behavior, because it's all based on what you do and what you say to other people. So you can take those words and apply it to our current president. And it doesn't add up to very much as far as integrity goes. It does not add up to him being accountable for his actions and the way he works or does not work with his personal responsibilities, because his count for all those together isn't much more than a 5 out of 25. And I'm not knocking him down, because he's done a good job of that himself. And his choices in his behaviors. But for this weekend, I want you to take some time and think about your integrity, your personal integrity, and not to compare you with him or his actions, but just other people's general actions that you know of, and the actions of your friends. You know, we've got probably hundreds of friends when it comes right down to it. And we judge ourselves on our actions. Our family judges ourselves on our actions. And that's the way it should be. But when somebody is batting 5-0, that's a sorry state of affairs, I'm sorry. So, rather than browbeating that to death, I want you to think about what you're doing this weekend, because now there's something I don't understand about why they've designated this particular weekend as Memorial Weekend. Because every other year in my memory, it's always been the 30th. Well, the 30th is not until next Saturday. So why didn't they just wait another weekend to do what we're supposed to be doing, celebrating Memorial Day? Memorial Day, of course, comes with celebrating our, so to speak, conquests and wars, and the men and women who came back from the wars that have happened. We want to memorialize the heroes of those wars. You know, they fought the wars. We didn't. We were home, nestled in our cribs and nestled in our beds and possibly next to the fireplace. And whatever you did with your mom and dad, or maybe your brother was away in war, or other friends, and you were constantly afraid because you didn't want anything to happen to them. Well, that's understandable, and that shows a good, caring person. So caring and sharing things and being authentic in your feelings and your expression of your feelings is really how your friends and other people stack you up against their other friends. And are you really there for your friends? Or are you just making excuses when you're not there for your friends? So this is going to require some deep thinking this weekend. Who's your best friend? Do you have 5 best friends? Do you have 10 best friends? That you like to hang out with and ride motorcycles, or play tennis, or play basketball, or go to concerts with, or go to plays with. So I want you to think about your personal interactions with your friends and your families, and how authentic you've been with them over the years. You know, maybe there's someone that you had a tiff with them and you're not too happy with them right now. And if you really want to connect with them, it's probably very easy to do, but you have to actually do it. As most of you know, one of my favorite sayings is just do it. Make the call, send the email, drop by, because that's what makes your friends know that you are really authentic. It's how you communicate with them. It's what you really feel and how you're feeling. And, you know, do you miss your friend? Do you miss some friends? Maybe you miss some work people. Maybe you used to go out for drinks after working or just go out and have a bite to eat. There are still things that you can do to contact them. Don't let time get in the way of friendships that you've already had. Because your life is important every day, and so are your friends and your families. Don't let 6 weeks go by without calling your mother or your father or your grandfather or your grandmother or any other family members. You know, because it's all up to you and me to contact the people who are in our lives who we would want to have them continue in our lives. If we are at a point where we need to say we're sorry, then we need to say we're sorry. So it's up to us. It really is. And we're responsible for our own happiness. We are responsible for our own actions and our deeds. And I really think it's important to start taking ourselves and our personal responsibilities a little more seriously. And with that, I want to change my camera section here in a minute. Please excuse me for 1 minute. Oops. I think I have to do this the other way. No, I'm not the right side of it. Well, I guess I'll change it back. Set them upside down. Okay, this is a little bit better. Sorry about that. I was trying to improve things and I made them a little worse. But I'll push it back somewhat. So, excuse that. I'm just going to finish up this way. As we think about our personal responsibilities with friends and people that, let's say, you've shared a lot of holidays with, whether you've been working with your grill or your friends have been working with the grill, or you just helped them out with the grilling for the holidays. When we decide how we're going to celebrate something, a lot of times it's a group effort. And I know we can't get more than 10 people together right now. And even at that, it's a little a little iffy, I guess, because what's happened is, although you might have had more intimacy with your 20 friends being there, because you could go to each one throughout the day or throughout the evening and say hi, what's up, how you doing. There's nothing wrong with doing that with a smaller group of people. You know, we pride ourselves with our friendships mostly. And we mostly respect our friends. And it's up to us to really make sure that we take care of those friendships. And although you might have outgrown some of the friendships, that's okay, because life happens like that. Sometimes we just outgrow them. And you grow away, or your friends grow away, and maybe they take a job in a different city or something like that. But take some time to think about the really good, fun, and happy relationships that you've had with people. And if you've got their number, just call them up. Say, hey, I really miss seeing you, I really miss being around you, because we had a great deal of fun. And we did some fun things together and some great things together, and we helped other people together. That's going to make your personal integrity go sky high. And I'm sure that that would be really fun for a lot of people that you know. So take your happiness, take it up a notch by checking in, saying, hey, I miss you. Really would like to have more fun like we used to, but maybe next year it'll be easier than it is this year. So think about that. Call your family members, say hi, ask them what they're doing. Might be the same thing as it was yesterday, but that's okay. Check in with them. You know, when we were little, our aunts and uncles would stop by, and cousins sometimes, and you'd all have a good time. Well, sometimes they'd call you every day. Grandma or granddad, or an aunt or an uncle. Don't forget to do that with your relatives now, because that's what made them special. They took the time to be with you for whatever reason. Doesn't make any difference why. Just appreciate each other for the whole weekend. Maybe you can do some extra things around the house, or fix some extra meals, or just add something special to it to make it special for you and whoever you're with. So thank you, and have a great night. See you on Monday. Bye-bye.